What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy, and you're tuned into another episode of House of Kollasus, man. On today's episode, I want to give you guys 10 of my best designer fragrances for life. And that's on life, mama. So these are going to be my 10 fragrances for life, designer. Look, man, let's just hop right into it. As always, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Here we go. So the first fragrance, as I said in a previous video, is newer to my collection, and I fell in love with it, and I'm just really rocking out with it. It comes from the house of Robert Graham. It's Robert Graham Velour. Sweet, rich, gentleman, boss, beautiful smelling fragrance. I'm probably gonna have to give official review on this. I really do love this fragrance. This fragrance is really good, and it smells so good in the cold air. Obviously here in Illinois, winter started like 5 months ago, and it's gonna last probably a year. And I'm just playing, but yeah, this is gonna be great in the winter time, and I'm really glad that I picked this up. And it was fairly inexpensive. I actually got this from Marshall's for $24. So this 3.4 ounce bottle I got for $24 at Marshall's here. But this will be a lifer for me. Starting off this list, Robert Graham Velour. This next one is beautiful. The bottle is beautiful. The fragrance is amazing. I'm looking for the big brother of this, but this one has iris, has hazelnut. Just that alone, you should know where I'm coming from. This comes from the house of Valentino. It smells beautiful. Bam! Valentino Uomo. I am still in search for Valentino Uomo in 10, so eventually I'll find that. But until I get that, we're gonna rock out with this beauty here. As I said, iris, hazelnut, beautiful lipstick iris. They kind of smell like the little makeup bag iris, but it don't really bother me. It's a beautiful fragrance, not too long lasting, but still the scent profile is amazing. Definitely gotta be a lifer for me. Valentino Uomo. Keep it moving. I've raved about this in plenty of videos as well. I'm just gonna say a vanilla incense. You know I love it. You know it's gotta be on the list. It's gotta be a lifer. Zadig&Voltaire This is him. Vanilla, smoky vanilla. That's basically what you're gonna get. And it's just beautiful. They say it's grapefruit in here. I don't really get that. I really just get a lot of smoke, and I get a lot of vanilla, and it smells great in the air, and it smells great off my, like when I wear coats and trench coats or whatever, sometimes I spray those. Man, it smells really good. Decent performer, decent longevity as well. I get anywhere from 6 to 7 hours on skin, and a good hour of projection where you can definitely smell it. Unless you spray on your coat like me, then you're gonna be there all day. Zadig&Voltaire This is him. This one I haven't mentioned on my channel, but I do wear it as much as I can with me having so many fragrances. This is an oldie, but it's still a goodie. This one comes from Thierry Mugler, and this is Angel Men. This is the original one. You get this coffee. It's kind of a toffee accord. The opening can be kind of sharp. It has like this kind of tar type of vibe. But once you get past that, it's a beautiful smelling fragrance. Atomizers, I hate these bottles with Thierry Mugler. I don't know why they do that, but it's still a great smelling fragrance, and I'm happy that I picked this up. I don't talk about this much, but I will be rocking this a little bit more in this upcoming winter that we're in right now. As I said, Thierry Mugler, pretty inexpensive too. It's a lifer. The next one comes from a house that I'm digging deeper and more into. There's a few things that I want to get from this house. However, this one is a phenomenal fragrance. I don't have a full bottle of this. I actually have a 15 ml. However, it smells amazing. I get a lot of compliments with it. It's mass appealing, and it smells really good in the fall and winter. And as I said, it's gonna have to be a lifer for me for winter for sure. Comes from the house of Armani. That is Armani Code Absolu. It smells amazing. Smell Armani Code Profumo. It's basically Armani Code Profumo with the edges just basically rounded out. It smells, to me, for the most part, it smells the same. This one's just a little bit. Actually, this one's a lot more smoother, and it's not as loud. So, guess what? It's a lifer, baby. Let's keep it moving. So this next one comes from a house that I have a lot of videos in store for. I don't necessarily want to call them a clone house. I believe they do phenomenal work. This one actually comes from their original collection, and it is chocolate in all of its glory, as my boy Big Bear Business would say. Comes from the house of Alexandria Fragrances, and that is Cacao Dreams. You want to walk around smelling like a chocolate Tootsie Roll and edible? Get you some Cacao Dreams. Look how much of this I used. Yeah. You know what that means? It's a lifer, baby. It's a lifer. Cacao Dreams, Alexandria Fragrances. This bottle here and this next fragrance is really dear to me. This was probably one of 2 fragrances that I went through a full bottle of, and I just read up on this maybe a couple days ago. It's super, super sweet. It came out in 1999, but it still smells very, very good to this day. To this day. Comes from the house of Givenchy, and that is Givenchy Pi. Smells absolutely amazing. I don't know if it's toffee. It's like sweet caramels, sticky, sweet, just goodness. Goodness in the bottle. And I went through a whole bottle of this. A 1.7, just like the, well, technically my sister helped me go through because she really liked it. She really, really loves this. But guess what? It's a lifer. It's a lifer. I gotta have that, man. That is really, really good in the wintertime. Really, really good. This next one I got came from recommendation from another YouTuber that I really like watching, that I respect, and hopefully one day I'll get to their tiers. This one comes from the house of Varvatos. Elegant, nice, rhubarb. There's a bevy of notes in this, and it's fairly inexpensive. I got my bottle from Marshall's. It actually came with a travel case and a travel atomizer as well. Varvatos, vintage. It works. It's gentlemanly. It's semi-sweet. It's grown man, and it works in the wintertime. Only downside about this, don't last that long. But scent profile is amazing. If you don't have it in your collection, you tripping. And guess what? You guessed it. It's a lifer. This next one, it just works. I don't know why it works. It just smells really good off my skin. At first, I couldn't stand it. And then my skin was like, you know what? I really like this. You should wear this more. And it's going to make it a lifer. This one comes from the house of Lalique. I really, really adore it. It has that original DNA of Encre Noire with just a little salt bay of sweetness. Lalique Encre Noire à l'extrême. Beautiful brown juice. So you know it got a little something in there. This ain't gonna make me go lumberjack. This is it's just a beautiful scent. It's a beautiful vetiver based scent where it just smells really, really good. So it's basically the original Encre Noire DNA with a little bit of sweetness, and that's basically what I get from it. And it's very woodsy, it's very earthy. It's gonna set you apart. Nobody's gonna be wearing anything that smells like this. If they are, then hey, you need to shake their hand because they know about fragrance. Because this is a borderline niche quality fragrance for close to nothing. That's Encre Noire à l'extrême. This last one, I have to have it in there. Has this tiramisu note. It's not the playful, it's the big brother. It's the one to get all the girls. Comes from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo. Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. No. Uomo Signature. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Not as playful as Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo, but just more grown manner. Super sweet. Smells great. and it's just a phenomenal scent. Longevity is amazing. Scent bubbles is amazing. The scent profile is really good as well. And guess what? It's got to be a lifer for me. Something that I really, really enjoy. Something that I try to wear on super, super cold days because it can bust through that cold. And it's a lifer. It's a lifer. Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo signature. And that's going to do it for me. Those are 10 of my designer winter fragrances that I gotta have for life. I should have made this a little bit more harder and do like 5. That way I gotta like really choose. As I'm constantly getting more fragrances, these can change. You know what I'm saying? So, as always, man, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, yeah, down in the comments, let me know some of you guys' winter staples, like winter fragrances that you cannot live without, that you just got to have. I gotta know. As always, man, my name is Jeremy. I appreciate you guys. You're tuned into the House of Kollasus. Until we meet again, peace.